Okay, good morning class. The last lesson on volume and surface area. At this point, we were talking about the K factor, correct? Yes. And we had some problems with the videos. The video was cutting out, I think, more than once. So I can delete this one. Okay, multiplying one or more dimensions by the K factor. We said if you multiply by 1, the volume will be multiplied by K. If you multiply by 2 sides, then it's going to be K squared. If it's going to be 3 sides, it's going to be K cubed. No? So we spoke about that. Did we do this one? Yes. Okay. So the last one, 4 and 5. Okay, so let's just wrap this up. We are told that a right circular cylinder has a radius r and a height of h. Write down the volume of the cylinder in terms of r and h. So the volume is equal to pi r squared h. Not so. Let's look at B. If the height is multiplied by k, write down the formula for B1. So if the height is multiplied by k, so the height becomes kh. Not so. So V1 is equal to pi r squared times kh. Not so. Which is k pi r squared h. Which is k v. Not so. In C, are you guys okay with that? No? If the radius is multiplied by k, the volume is V2, the new cylinder in terms of K and V. So V2 is going to be, but firstly, the radius becomes KR, not so. So that volume 2 is going to be pi R squared, which is K r squared h. So that's going to be pi k squared r squared h, which is then k squared pi r squared h, which will give you now k squared volume. Why? Because the radius is being squared here. Okay, you have considered the radius squared. That is why it's k squared. D. It says if both height and the radius are multiplied by k, write down v cubed. That we already know is going to be k cubed. No? But anyway, let's act dumb as if we don't know. Okay. So the radius became kr and the height became kh. So volume 3 is equal to pi. Your radius is kr squared times your height, which is kh. So that's going to be pi k squared r squared times kh, which gives you k cubed pi r squared h, which is k cubed v. Okay, so the volume in that case is going to be k cubed times h. Okay. Yes? You're writing. Okay, nice. Looking for something here, man. Finish? Okay. So let's look at the last sum. A right rectangular prism has dimensions L, B, and H, and volume V. If L is multiplied by 2, B is multiplied by 3, and H multiplied by 4, determine volume 1, the resulting prism, in terms of V. So here we are told that the length is multiplied by 2, so it becomes 2L. B was multiplied by 3, becomes 3B, and H you multiplied by 4, so it's 4H. Not so. So the volume, the initial volume, is going to be length times breadth times height. Not so. So it's LBH. However, the second volume is also length times breadth times height. However, it's going to be 2L times 3B times 4H, which is 12 is 48 LBH. Now, where do you see LBH? It is the volume, not so. So therefore, V1 is equal to 48 times the initial volume. Okay? Make sense? Okay, sure. 24. 3, yes, absolutely. That's why it doesn't make sense. Okay. Should be mine. Sorry, man, my mistake. 24 valve. No? 24. 24 times the volume of the initial piece. Sorry about that. Right, in conclusion, the summary, if the formula contains n factors, then multiply one factor by k, will be multiplying by formula by k, multiplying two factors, each by k will multiply the formula by k squared. Multiplying three factors, each by k will multiply the formula by k. Okay. So if it's the perimeter will basically be times k. If it's area will be k squared. If it's volume will be k cubed. Okay. In that case as well, if all the sides are affected, or not affected. No? Alright, so that basically brings us to the end of this chapter. Let me just see. So there's basically a check your skills. So very nice exercise to prepare you for your exam. Very nice. I like it. So go to page 372. Page 372. Are you putting in the packet? Sorry? The new one. Listen, my phone has gone through worse than yours. Of yourself. It happens to the best of us. It works, so you must put it in a packet and you work it from the plastic. Otherwise you will cut yourself. Yes. Okay, nice, good. Otherwise you can injure yourself your match paper. Rather keep it in the bag. People, exercise 16.4. By when can you have that exercise done for me? Monday, okay, nice. Okay, listen, relax. Monday is fine so that we can discuss what the issues are. Because listen, your exam is based on these things. I saw 19 marks on this. Huh? You don't even know what's going on? Listen, I asked you people what you're going to do first. 3 graphs or the... You all shouted this. I would have also agreed with this. Yeah, exactly, yes. So, people 19 marks on the section.
19.
19. So, listen, know your thing. No? So, this is the admin assignment for Monday. So, we'll conclude the section on Monday with that lesson. Okay. So, at this point, we're going to stop the video.